Sometimes there's a drastic change in your life. You look around and you start to see certain people. People are starting to suddenly look at you and wondering why you're changing, wondering why you're fearing, wondering why now you're just this different person. Or so they think that you're scared, so they think that you fear, because now they see you working harder than you ever worked. So now that maybe there is fear. I don't know. Maybe they're terrified of themselves. Clap your hands 2 times. Let me remind you that every mind has a greatness inside, but every time you realize that, do you need to go right back and redraw your plan, pull out your blueprint and think about what you did. Lisa Knowles told you about the abundance in life. You need to enjoy everything and see that everything inside of you is just greatness, and release the pain. If negativity is surrounded by you, then what you must do is look at negativity, turn around and let the history be known that if you don't get out of my face, I will soon have to throw you in the trash and erase you like a chalkboard. It's a sudden change in my life. It's a sudden change in my life. There's a sudden change in my life. There's a sudden change in my life. Now let me talk to you again. Are you paying attention? Do you know that your mind is way beyond the greatness inside of you? Do you realize that the passion that you have is way beyond? Now these people that are looking at you and saying that you're scared, now they're scared and terrified because now you're becoming successful and now they're a failure. Now they're trying to come into your life, and guess what's going to happen after that? They're going to move in the wrong direction. They're going to pull up a lethal weapon and point it at you, pow. And then they're going to come back in your face and say, that wasn't me, that was the guy that ran around the corner. Mystery, oh no. It's kind of like a Tupac Biggie story, but anyway, as I look at East Coast and West Coast and I bring them together, I cross my heart and hope to die that one day when I do die, my greatness will live forever like the Bloods and Crips. I gotta look at the flag and wonder why it drips, but then I see the white that comes. I can't talk about the combination of the flag, but I knew that I wanted to bang with the red set. Shout out the 5 and shout out everyone that's staying alive, because blood is family. But I don't know anything about gang banging. I haven't even been done. I can't talk about that.
Leading from the front.
But what I can talk about is how God changed my life around. I was going to give up, but he said, why give up now? When you're great, you're going to go through struggles, you're going to go through pain, you're going to go through things in life, and people are going to look at you and say that you're a failure, but just know that you're a success. Every time I see myself, I know. I remember my old self when I used to walk out the door. Then I used to wonder when my mind's gonna explore. Walking down the street looking at different women I wanted to defeat, but that wasn't the right me, I wasn't in the right mindset. I don't know what to do as I looked at this set. I wanted to gang bang, I wanted to be cool, I wanted to steal and rob and then go get me some Jordans and get a job. But the feelings that I had was just me trying to see that if I fit in with everyone, then maybe everyone will fit into me. But you can't wear a size 7 if your head is an 8. Understand, as I'm looking at myself, I know my mind is great, but please let me elaborate myself. I know that when I flow out of a region, I know that my season is coming and God's gonna bless me. Just stay young. And every time these people feel love, they feel hatred, they don't know what to do. But I do know one thing, I love you and I never hated you. And even if it was hate, it was still love in the first place. I called it tough love.
Leading from the front.
It's a sudden change in my life. It's a sudden change in my life. There's a sudden change in my life. There's a sudden change in my life. There's a sudden change in my life.